Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back, or welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. And as always, please, in all my videos, simply take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. I'm talking today about time. Time is a huge part of our physical world. The time we were born, time to go to work, time to go to sleep, it's time to eat, deadlines, timelines, everything in our physical world has time involved. And at some point on our journey, I think all of us reflect back on how much time has gone by. And we become aware of the time that we've been here. How much time do we have left? Now, what's very interesting is time in the spirit dimensions is very different. Doesn't exist. They almost don't understand it. When I channel spirit, when I channel people who have passed, time doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. It's a physical world thing. So when I'm channeling people who have passed, I have to ask things very specifically, like show me memories. So they will show me an event, but they don't show me the date that the event occurred in. They will show me the memory of it. They may give me a month that was significant, but they don't have timelines over in the spirit dimensions. Now, what's interesting for me is when I'm doing any kind of channeling, whether it be with the angelics or with people who have passed, I can feel very disorientated if I'm tapping into physical world time. I'm aware that there's no time in the spirit dimensions, and it can be a little bit confusing for me because I don't know how long I'm over. So I will set an alarm on my phone when a session for a reading needs to come to an end because I don't feel time when I'm over there. And when I come back to the physical world, it's very confusing. It's a very interesting feeling to be able to feel no time. Now, when it comes to the angelics, when I ask questions to the angelics, us humans love to know when things are going to happen. When should I do this? When will this happen? When will I find a relationship? When will I find that job? When? Everything is when with us humans. So when I ask the angelics, I need to ask in a very unique way. And you can do this yourself as well. With the angelics, it helps to ask the question in the form of a show me. So show me when I need to do this. Show me is a big help when it comes to asking the angelics. And the response that I get is I will get something in my awareness. I will get a feeling of now's the time. I need to do this now. It's time to make those changes now. I'll feel it. The other thing that I will quite often get in my awareness is this. It'll be right in front of my face, or it'll be a little bit away from me, or they will show me very far off in the distance, or I won't see it or feel it at all. And then I know I just have to stay with trusting the process and trusting the journey and just simply allowing things to be what they need to be. When it comes to how much time we have here, that is a big one because we truly don't know how much time we have with people or with our pets, with people who we love, or sometimes there may be some static in relationships that we think we've got lots of time to fix. And we truly don't know how much time we have with people. And I think that we may all know this, but I don't think we pull that into our awareness often enough that we are only here for physical world time, a very short moment on our soul's journeys, because we do have more than one journey. So how do we utilize that time? I am very much aware of the importance of healing things in this lifetime. I'm very much aware on speaking my truth when it needs to be spoken so that I don't have to worry about time. There wasn't time. Now, a lot of people are aware that they didn't get a chance to say things to people who before they passed, or that perhaps they're feeling that they could have spent more time with someone before they passed. And what does Spirit say about that? What Spirit says is there's no time here in the spirit dimensions. And since we are still very much present, we haven't truly gone anywhere, we can still sort out those things in a very healing way. So, for example, if you did not get a chance to clear the air with someone who has passed, you can take the time to do it with them while they're in the spirit dimensions from the other side. You can communicate with them, and just simply by sharing how you feel with them, bringing them into your awareness and speaking how you feel. The other thing is if there's been conflict with someone in the physical world, when they pass, one thing to remember, they are doing their soul's healing on the other side as well. And they do have an awareness of their role in whatever conflict or with whatever the situation was here in the physical world. They're doing their work on the other side to heal that. So if they're doing their work on the other side to heal the relationships or to heal, their lessons that they had in this physical world, us living people can do that while we're here as well. Through communicating with them, through opening up our hearts, through doing our own work, our own soul's work, our own healing. The time has not so much has gone past. We can still work on the relationships and the healing. The same thing goes if we did not get a chance to say goodbye. When spirit crosses, it's a big thing for us living people to really want the opportunity to say goodbye. And it does help us with closure. It is, a beautiful moment for both the person passing and for the person that's staying here to have those moments, the time to spend together. But there are many reasons why we often don't get that. And quite often it has, mostly, like 99.999% of the time, it has to do with the person who's transitioning. Sometimes people who are transitioning want to do it alone. They just want that privacy, and it's what their soul really needs to do. And sometimes we struggle with understanding that. The good news is Spirit always, for the last 20 plus years I've been talking to Spirit, they always say the same thing. I hear you. I heard your goodbye. We don't need our physical bodies to hear when we're over in the spirit dimensions. They do hear. So if you did not get a chance to be with that person, or to speak what you needed to speak, to say those goodbyes, they do hear and they do respond back. They do send us signs that they've heard us. They are very, very, very clear all the time that they heard the goodbye, that they heard you speak your heart, that they heard the apologies, that they heard how much you love them. It's a fascinating contrast between physical world time and the non-existence of it in the spirit dimensions. And us physical world humans struggle with that concept of that no time, that it doesn't exist, and that we think we have enough of it. And we really do struggle with the whole concept. I make it part of my spiritual journey to be very much aware of time. Did I always do a great job at that? No. I was, young and carefree, and I thought that there was always going to be lots of it. And then, the older I got, the more aware I become. Like so many of you, I'm sure, are nodding your heads in agreement. Yeah, time does go fast, and I thought I had more time. But as my spiritual practices go now, I'm very much aware of how I spend my time and balancing my spiritual self with the physical world. And it's so refreshing to be able to pause time and just simply be present and keep that mindfulness in my awareness on being present and enjoying the moment, speaking my truth, and doing the very best that I can here with how I communicate with people, and being aware of the joy and the essence of love, being aware of it now. Because there is always a time to start a spiritual practice, or there's always time to be aware of what you need for your soul's journey. I hope that this little video on time has resonated with you. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings, and a spirit guided day.